Welcome to MPG Global Alliance. We'd like to take the time today to introduce you to our high volume fuel program, where you can save big on diesel and gas. This is really geared to professional owner operators and truck drivers, heavy equipment contractors, commercial fishermen, agricultural equipment and farmers, rideshare drivers, shuttle services, and much more, including consumers just driving a car and a pickup. So if you're sick and tired of diesel and gas prices digging into your profit margin, we want you to start saving money now. Our clients are reporting 10 to 20% and even more savings on fuel. Maintenance expenses are reduced significantly. Our product is environmentally friendly and EPA registered. It comes to you in two different form factors. One is a consumer grade, and that comes in 5 tablet packets. Each tablet services between 11 and 20 gallons. That retails for $20. Our commercial Crumbs comes in a tube. It's a little bit larger than like a chapstick. It contains enough product to treat 120 to 150 gallons. It's great for the high volume users that I'm speaking to today. The product is a fuel catalyst, not to be confused with your traditional additive or detergents. It is not available through any retail store, nor any of your wholesale supply houses. It's exclusive through MPG Extreme. It keeps your injectors clean. It inhibits carbon deposits. It helps improve fuel economy. It increases octane, where you can burn regular fuel instead of premium if that's what you've been using, saving you big money at the pump. It reduces emissions, which is great for our environment. It's for gasoline or diesel motors. It improves power and performance. It helps reduce both short-term and long-term maintenance. And best of all, it's made right here in the United States. It's EPA registered, and our clients are fully insured against any problems with their motor. Now, we are a green company dedicated to the betterment of our environment. We help our environment by reducing emissions. And here is our EPA registration with this wonderful product. You can see it right on the bottom. We're very proud of it. Now, how does it work? Well, I think it's better to hear an explanation that will help you with that.
If you look at the action of a standard automobile or internal combustion engine, the 4 cycles involved are the intake cycle, the compression cycle, the power cycle, and the exhaust cycle. What actually happens in a standard automobile without the X-cap is that the combustion cycle does not complete the combustion. In fact, if you take the exhaust manifold off most ICE engines, you'd see fire exiting the exhaust ports during the exhaust cycle. This is due to the fact that most fuel available to the public burns dirty and is poorly refined. Now, once the X-cap enters the fuel system, whether it be gasoline or diesel, the tablet dissolves in seconds and disperses in the fuel. The fuel becomes a carrier and takes the X-cap, which is a fuel catalyst, into the combustion chamber. In the combustion chamber, the catalyst accelerates and optimizes the combustion, causing the fuel burn to complete in the combustion chamber itself. This subsequently yields more horsepower and reduces temperature in the exhaust, dropping the exhaust temperature. Now you no longer see fire in the exhaust ports. This increases the efficiency of the engine, both in better gas mileage and in horsepower, and reduces emissions.
So there you go. When we take a look at that, it helps you to understand why we're so proud of this product. The number one question people have is, my motor safe? And of course it is, and we have you covered. This product, which has been on the market for nearly 30 years, has carried continually an insurance policy for $1 million per client's vehicle. And all of you know that nobody's got a motor that's going to run $1 million. So you are fully covered. And I mentioned that it's been on the product for nearly 30 years, this insurance policy. MPG Extreme, this last spring, the spring of 2022, was able to negotiate an agreement, have an exclusive distribution contract for these products globally. So we want to welcome you to that. Now, what does it work in? Well, it works in lawnmowers, whether it's a little lawnmower around your property or a big commercial mower like you see on the screen. Generators, UTVs and ATVs, snowmobiles, boats and jet skis, scooters and motorcycles, cars, pickups, RVs, both gas and diesel, semi-trucks, and I like to call the semi-trucks and the farm equipment the heartbeat of America. Yes, this product will work in any internal combustion motor. Now, let's hear for a moment what our clients are having to say about the product.
Hi, this is Larry Alford out here with the 2015 Volvo, and just wanted to give an update on how the MPG X-Cap is working in this truck. Been putting the product in now since August the 4th, and so we've got 6-7 weeks under our belt. And I did the history on what I was getting prior to this product. I had to go back a few months, and I looked at what I was purchasing, gallons wise, and I did the same round trip, over and over and over again. Have been since January of this year, and it turned out I was getting between 5.5 to 6.5 miles per gallon average, and that's a little lower than I actually thought I was getting, but that's what the numbers are. And so when I put the X-Cap in this truck, I immediately shot up over 8 miles to the gallon, which is just, it's huge. And, it's a savings on this round trip of a little less than 800 miles, around $100 at current 5 miles to the gallon prices. And so now I'm averaging between 7 and 8.3 has been my best. Low has been 7. But the actual average now over the last 7 weeks is at 7.6, and that is up from between 5.5 to 6.5, an average of, let's just say 6, right in the middle of that. And even if it was the high end, if I was averaging 6.5, I'm now averaging a full mile to the gallon or better with this product, which is just beyond belief. And it does get better than that. I've talked about this before, but there's another system on this truck. It's called a diesel particulate filter. And it has its own fuel injector, which makes it very unique with this product, because in order for it to operate correctly, that fuel injector must operate correctly. It has to be clean and open and spraying the right nozzle pattern and all that for that system to work correctly. And I got to tell you, I've had no check engine lights, no anything that isn't running just absolutely perfect for the last 7 weeks. And I've had this truck for over 5 years. That's a good accomplishment. So extremely happy with the MPG Extreme X-Cap, and I will continue using it with this truck and promote it to to anybody that wants to give it a shot, because